duke it out right here on this field. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. You just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make,
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Russell trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Could not make his way to the corner. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
The Gamecocks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Sellers through the noise. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Here's Sellers to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot.
Right down the middle. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The inside handoff. Here's a little room there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's second and long. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Throwing Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Sellers. He rifles one deep down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Again, it's Sellers. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep the drive alive. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Back to the ground game on the left. About 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Russell. Here's the pressure. He's got his man, makes the grab. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Hill. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Keelan Russell. Safe completion on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
Looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's second and long. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Fires to the tight end. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Play fake, Sellers. Here comes the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Flying down the left side. Takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Sellers. Going long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
From the gun, the running back has it. There's a crease. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard is going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's Sellers to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Sellers to the air again. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Russell. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire. This week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Again, it's Sellers. Gonna let it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. 4th down, Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Nittany Lions looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Hauls it in. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sellers to the air again. Complete. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's McAllister. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It's complete on the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to pound their way in. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They go play action with Russell. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Throwing Russell. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Here's a heat. Escapes the sack. Keeps the play going. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Here's Sellers to throw. Working the middle. He's loose. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Man, if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Works the middle of the field. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Throwing Sellers. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. And he pumps it up inside the 20.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Hill. Gives him a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. They're working that left side. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Russell on play action. Spits it out to the back. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the...
Trying to take it back. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Connection to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Push forward on the sneak. And the offense just tries to sneak it in on 2nd down, and that will not happen. The defense stuffs them again. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is... Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Sellers. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll go to the counter play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They go play action with Russell. And as he throws, he almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Trying to run, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Pulls it on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Here's Sellers to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers trying to escape and get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Throwing, Sellers.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got a little grass. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.